We're back in Vintage Story on our vanilla playthrough. This is Thal McRaw welcoming you all back. Make sure to feel free to chat and talk, and we're gonna continue on. And this is literally right after my last episode where I just poured the 10 bronze. And for this episode, I think we got a few goals with this live stream, I should say. We're gonna try and finish up the roof that we've been working on. So I want to get that done. And I think I also might start laying the groundwork for where we're going to put the windmill here. I think I'm going to kind of back that up a little bit. I was going to kind of put it right on top of the house a little bit, but I think I'm going to pull it back, and I think I'll do it kind of over top the walkway to my cellar here. Also, I did finally start, for those who have seen, I do have my tannin going here. And one of the things I'm going to do is let's go ahead and get the oak I need for that. Where did I put that oak? I don't remember where I put my oak logs. Oh, I put them in here. I'm going to get 5 more oak logs. We're going to go ahead and convert this one over here on the end to strong tannin. There we go. Alright, now we'll go get our prepared hides to put in there. The other thing I really need to do is get my farm finished and fenced in. We're also going to finish, filling this in with stone. We've got lots of things to do today. We're going to just work our way through them. I also want to do some mining and go ahead and kind of finish mining out a bunch of tin ore. Yeah, I started without a roof. And hey, David, how's it going? By the way, that's David. He's one of my first Patreons. Which, by the way, for those who are watching, I do now have Patreon service, and all Patreon members get access to a private Discord. And in the near future, we're going to be adding some private game servers for people to hang out and game with me. So, all things coming up in the near future. All right. So, looks like these do use 4 liters of lime water apiece. All right. So I'll have to save that last hide for the next round. Yeah, we'll be digging some holes. I'm going to be making some, doing some mining. I finally found tin in my last episode. Do I have a bone down there? Ah, it's because my spears are gone. That's why I have a bone down there. But yeah, I finally found some tin in my last episode. And so we'll be taking and going and mining up some of that tin. And I'm just kind of actually waiting for my first tin bronze pick and all that to kind of finish solidifying there. And what we'll do right now is I'm going to go ahead and finish using up the stone real quick to make some stone fences. So there we go. Alright. Just enough to make exactly 38 fences. Perfect. Okay. Go put this away. I'm going to go put these fences down here. So we'll put that fence there. And I think I'll leave this as like the gate into my farm right here. I'm going to have to make a gate. Yeah. The other thing I need to do is expand my bee shep area. Lots of things to do. I think we get some more dirt. I'm going to need some more dirt for this. Let's see here. There's my low fertility soil. I already had some. I can put that in there for now. Do I have any more medium fertility soil? I have high. No, I'll just have to get some more medium fertility soil. There we go. Grab that shovel. I'm going to grab this hoe as well, because I'm going to expand the farm for a minute here. There we go. Alright, low fertility soil. So we're going to fill this in just to make it easier to walk over to my farm. There we go. This also lets me get rid of some of this low fertility soil that I've been sitting on. Perfect. Alright. Now let's go grab some medium fertility soil. So I think we'll do the farm expansion first. That's going to be really important long term. The shovel's almost dead. I need to go grab my other shovel. Because if I want to build a windmill, I'm going to need a lot of flax. Yeah, I keep my dirt in a jar. You know, sometimes. Depending on the day. There we go. Put the shovel in here, so it's not on the hotbar. Just reorganize my hotbar for a second here. There we go. There's also me use up some of these tools I've been sitting on. Let's go get that medium dirt so I can expand the farm nicely, real quick. And just get that going so it's all already growing. But how are people doing out there? Everyone having a good day so far? Let's see here. Where's that medium soil? Medium quality soil I found. And unfortunately, I did not pick like the best area to set up in when it comes to farming. This is all like low fertility around here. Got some peat there, which is good. I should actually mark that so don't forget there is peat here. Can't complain. That's good, David. And peat. There we go. That way I know I can come back there and get some more fuel for my smelter, or well, not smelter, but for my pit kilns later. I like to use peat from the pit kilns. Let's see here. Where is that medium fertility soil? There was a ton of it around here. Yeah, I will take that flint as I'm walking by. Low fertility. Man. These parsnips aren't quite done yet, so I'll leave those be. Low fertility, low fertility. There's tons of low fertility soil. Some of these berries as I wander around. Oh good. That is a bear. Okay. That bear does not seem to be chasing me. Alright. We've decided that that is not the medium fertility soil over there that we want. So let's go over here. Keep waiting for this apple tree to start producing apples. One day I'm going to dig out these ruins. So many things on my list of things I need to get to eventually. So like this is one where I started to dig it out some. This is all low fertility and forest soil. See, so the forest soil, well, it looks like medium fertility soil, is actually not medium fertility. It's technically low fertility, annoyingly. So, but anywho, we'll find some medium fertility, like, oh, that's forest floor again. Lots of forest floor around here, but then I am kind of in a forest, so that would make sense. Oh, here's some medium fertility soil. It isn't forest floor. There we go. Let us expand our production of flax, which is kind of the important thing right now. So, on a modded playthrough I did a while back, just on my own, without like anybody watching the streams or anything, I actually had a mod that lets you convert low fertility and medium fertility soil into higher tiers of soil through various crafting recipes. It was a very useful mod, but I also kind of feel like it's almost a little overpowered in a sense. let's see what we can find here. See if we can't just get a little bit more medium fertility. 28 will help us expand our farm a little bit, but not quite enough. Here's some more over there. That's a whole bunch over there. Right here on the shore. Here we go. We'll just start with what's on this little outcropping of land here. Didn't really want the rock, but I'll take it, I guess. Alright. If we knock these bushes down as well, we can take these bushes back with us, and that way we'll have some fruit closer to home. These berry bushes here. First, let's harvest the berries. That way we've got them. We've got the inventory space to take those bushes with us. Alright. Go. Almost got enough. So I think, I think we've got enough for now. Alright, so we're just gonna knock this bush down, take it with us. We're just gonna take all this little stack of cranberry bushes back home with us. And we can have some cranberries around the house. Because I actually like the cranberries. A lot of people kind of complain about them because they're relatively low when it comes to nutritional value. Oh, we got some flax. Nice. More flax seeds for us, and more flax fiber. We don't have to wait for it to grow. And I don't really have any way to take this peat with me, so we're going to leave that peat there. I'm surprised there's only 2 flax. Is there more? Oh, there is more flax. It's just not grown. Okay, so I better mark that, because I want that. Alright. But as I was saying, you know, some people don't particularly care for... What was I was thinking? I was talking about something. Alright, right, the cranberries. Because they don't provide as much food value as the other berries do. Now, the reason I like them is because they have a lot longer perish time than the other berries do. The only thing that you really kind of meet that perish time with when it comes to... Oh, it was a raccoon that I heard. Okay. When it comes to fruits are like some of the things like pears and apples will last a pretty good long time when they're freshly harvested. Which is why I've been keeping my eye on that apple tree over there. So I do intend to eventually take cuttings of said apple tree and move them closer to the base as well. We're not there yet. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright. Let me switch over to my shovel. Just so that doesn't happen again. There we go. Oop. Almost fell into a cave. Gotta watch out for those caves. They'll sneak up on you. These carrots are ready. I'll come back for the carrots. I want those carrots, but they can sit there and wait. And turnips. All kinds of stuff up here is ready for me to come back and grab it. That's not what we're doing right this second. Realistically, what I need to do is lay out my farm a little differently and get it set up for easier crop rotation. That might be an after-winter project when I have to let the crop sit fallow anyways. But, there we go. Now we've got a nice amount of medium fertility soil. We'll go expand the farm, finish laying down our fencing. And we're doing that to keep rabbits out of the farm, because rabbits will get into your farm and they will eat your crops. That is a real thing that can happen in the game. But here we are. How's my temporal activity is still pretty high, the rift activity there. There we go. Alright, so let's see here. We need another layer of dirt here. And we need down here. There we go. Alright. What I'll do is I'll throw down a low fertility soil down there. And then what I can do is get this. We're going to go ahead and till all of this, because one, that'll keep rabbits from spawning on this. Okay, it's just telling me it's dry. That's fine. This also helps me get rid of this flint stuff. Hey, Army Bacon. That's a great joke. That's fantastic. So, Army Bacon, how you been doing? Oh. My hoe broke. Alright, where's my other hoe? I got a backup hoe around here somewhere. There it is. There we go. You're alive? Yeah, I felt that. I've been there. Or that's the best you got. Alright. That's all I want. This is the one I want. Throw those flax fibers in there. Or black seed, I mean. Grains. Whatever. Words. Words are hard. You're waiting to do 7 Days to Die with friends? Nice. Yeah, I've never actually played on a 7 Days to Die multiplayer server. I've always wanted to, because, you know, I like the game. Matter of fact, you know, I have the game. I've played it several times. And I would really like to see the new things that they've kind of added to it. Alright. I'm going to plant this flax here real quick. Let's see here. I think we definitely want more flax. Go. Let's see here. Let's get some of these onions. And we'll do spelt for my other one. Go. Yeah, I want a refund. It's day 37 and I haven't died yet. Hilarious. Well, you know, I think you could probably call that false advertising. If you wanted to. Both these are going to have heat problems. And we'll do a mix of the two. Yeah, no, I'm actually not super great at 7 Days to Die, if I'm honest. Like, I love the game, but I am not the best player. I do tend to die fairly often in the game when I play. I think I'll put these berry bushes over here. Yep. And now we're going to just do a layer of low fertility soil around. Now we have somewhere to put these fence posts that I made. Go. Yeah, you've just been building a lot. Yeah, you can do a ton of building. I saw where someone built like this super deep, like zombie pit trap for their horde base or whatever. And it's just like this, all the way down to basically bedrock, like 44 or like 40 by 40 square, basically. For lack of a better term. And I'm curious to see how that works as far as, like, horde bases go. So do you all have, like, a horde base design you're using, or are you building one? I might actually have enough fence to complete this fence outline. Yep, so I don't throw myself off the fence line I'm building. Why is this so dry? Why is my farm not, like... Come on. Stop being dry, farmland. You've got water next to you. There. That should keep it going for a bit. Now I just need a little bit more fence posts to finish doing my fencing. Should have some more stone around. And do I have any food on me? I have 0 food on me. Gonna have to fix that. Gonna have to fix that. Yeah, we'll use rye. There we go. And some carrots. And some onions. We're just going to make ourselves a nice little rye and onion and carrot stew. Or, well, porridge in this case. There we go. Alright, now... Need some firewood. And... Yeah, I know, I'm starving to death. I got it. I got it, game. There's some more around here. There you go. Yeah, I heard you. My character just acting like it's the end of the world because he hasn't eaten in like a day. There we go. Alright. I'll go get you a snack if you're gonna keep, you know, complaining at me about the lack of food. There. Yeah, no, the characters get hangry in this, don't they? He was just gonna tell me all about it. Oh, you ain't been feeding me. I'm gonna waste away. I'm gonna die from starvation. It's like my cat. That's how my cat gets every morning and every evening around dinner time. Oh no, I haven't eaten in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna die. You know, cats. They love to be dramatic. Start treating my character like a cat. But let's see here. But yeah, Iron Bacon, I was talking about, I think I'm going to start, well, I'm going to work on finishing up the roof here. And then I'm going to probably start laying out the groundwork for my windmill that I'll eventually build, which I kind of want to put, I was originally going to put it over the kitchen, but I think I'm going to move it back this way and kind of build it up right here. And then I'll run axles off to the kitchen and then down to the forge area here where I think I'll put in a held hammer. That's the goal. And then I'm also going to go finish mining out the tin deposit I finally found so that I can make more tin bronze. Alright. We have food. Yeah, put this down real quick. There we go. And I'm just going to put you down right here. Put that up there for the second. Pick that up. Eat that. Actually, pick that back up. I'm just going to keep that in my inventory for my wandering around food. Right, I was storing this in here. There we go. What's this? Mass medium fertility soil. Put that stack. Yeah, I also found a nice amount of limestone. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and get the rest of that fence posts I need. Needed, what, about 5 more? There we go. Alright. Oh. An invited guest at the front door. Several of them. Good lord. They're having a party out here in my yard. Oh, that one found a way in. Nope. Bad drifter. You weren't invited to dinner. I mean, I might fight a few of them just to see if I can get an extra temporal gear or something. Nope. 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 Yeah, you came into my house. Get the sword. Yep, got another one. That one. I got you. You ain't gonna win. Anybody else? That's a bowtorn I hear. This is why I really gotta get windows. Stop. I'm trying to harvest your friend for resources. Stop. Bad drifter. Ah, we did get a temporal gear. Good, that's what I was looking for. Because we're going to need a couple of those, really, to kind of do the stuff we want to do long term. Oh. You're going to come in too? Yep. Yep. Anybody else? Want to get to my cellar? Alright. We're going to not go away. These drifters. They just don't take no for an answer, do they? Alright. Well, we'll sleep through the night, see if that helps clear up this drifter activity. I should really start carrying, like, bandages on my character or something. Alright, let's see what time is it. Still 4 a.m. The activity has calmed down a little bit. The drifters are still here. Not wanting to go away. Now, we'll take this time to eat a little bit of breakfast. There we go. Character's nice and fed now. Do I have any more wood in here? Some pine cones. We'll take this slate cobblestone. We can use that to build with. And I'll put these bones in here just because I don't need to carry them around with me while I decide if I want to fight these drifters. They're not burrowing through the door. They'll sit there and stare at it. Unlike in Minecraft, the mobs don't break down doors and things in this. But these are being quite aggressive today. They have decided that they don't want to go away. Yep, go on. You're gonna keep coming. I'll keep killing y'all for resources. Ah, you missed. Where'd you go? There you are. Ah, you tried. Come here. Nope, you started it. You're not escaping. Wow, they are furious today. Okay. I have to fall back for a second. Anybody else? Alright. I think we have driven off the drifters. Nope. Nope. That one tried to ambush me. Anybody else? I mean, no, I did not pay my taxes, David. Not to the drifters, anyways. I mean, there was that one time they killed me after I found a temporal gear inside my house. Like, they... That's... I need to move, because I heard that boat horn. Where are you, boat horn? Yep, there you are. Come here. Enough of your nonsense. Well, that one died. They're not evolving in the sense of, like, actively evolving, but they do, there are different varieties of drifters. Oh, okay, I did get the grain. There we go. Alright. Time to get back to what we were doing before the drifters rudely interrupted our efforts. There we go. And then we'll do that, and that, that. I need one more fence. Now, the main thing is we want to make sure we don't get, like, rabbits in the yard. Because if we get rabbits in the garden, they can get very annoying. There we go. And then I need to build a gate over here. There we go. So fence is completed. And let me go ahead and just harvest this grass, because this grass is useful. Now, how do I build a gate? I know I build that out of sticks. Gate. Wooden fence gate. So, 2 boards, 4 sticks. Alright, we can do that. So, 2 boards. 4 sticks. There we go. And I'll take this extra firewood I've got. I'm just going to put it down there. And now... There we go. Now our farm should be nice and protected from rabbits. Oh, we got some flax that's sun growing. Perfect. Alright, let's see here. I think we'll throw a turnip in there. I know the turnip's not going to grow very well with it being summertime, but the turnip uses a different nutrient than the flax, so it should be fine. There we go. Alright, they're all starting to hit their where they're supposed to be. Oh, we got some onions ready. So take these onions out. And those onions are ready as well. Cool. Alright, so we'll put the onions back. And we'll actually plant the flax in one of those spots there. Then we'll do a little bit more rye. I wish I had some more spelt. Alright. Flax. Rye. Carrots, parsnips, everything's still growing nicely. Cool. Alright, we can put the seeds away. Put the grain and onions away. And we can get back to building, I think. Now that we've finally chased off the drifters. And by chased off, I mean hid bravely in our cellar here. Alright. Okay. Need to find somewhere to put that brown coal. Actually, do I have one of these I can empty out easily? Yes. So I'll empty this one out. I'm slowly moving these chests out of the cellar here. Yes. Brave Sir Thalin. Fighter of drifters, hider and cellar. Alright, so we're going to put the dirt in there. We'll just put all the dirt in there for now. As well as these stones. Keep the axe. I understood what you meant. Even the phone decided to autocorrect you into something silly. But it's alright. I got you. Alright. Take this gravel. So, and we got 2 extra temporal gears. That's good, because we're going to want those when we go to do the storyline content, so that we can set a spawn point right outside the storyline dungeon. Alright. Put that in there. Getting a nice stack of blacks stored up, which is good. Alright. I'm good and take my building materials here. Get those going. Alright. I think what I'll do is I'm going to finish filling this in with this slate cobblestone. There we go. And then if I can get a couple more cobblestone, we'll be alright. Alright, hold on. I just realized I need clay for cobblestone. Alright. Clay. There we go. I just needed 4. So that's perfect. Then I can just go throw these extra rocks in here, just to get them out of my inventory. Alright, and that will let me fill this in nicely. Actually, I only needed 3. But that's fine, because I'm going to fill that in too. Actually, we'll go ahead and take these stones out of here. Because I'm going to put more shelves in here, eventually. And we'll take all this out of here as well. There we go. And what we can do is actually, I'll just set this like here. I'll put one here on this wall. And I'll put one like here. Because what I'm going to do is this is going to be the area where I like rot food that I don't need. And then I have a whole bunch of andesite stone. So what I think I'll do is I think I'll make a place to store that real quick. Yeah, I know, I keep getting squirreled by, like, mixing up my organization here. Just because it needs to get done so I can have better storage solutions for my problems. There we go. Because then what I can do with this crate, put it there. I don't like that, actually. We're going to move that crate. There we go. We'll put the crate over here. And then we'll take and put all these stones in there. There we go. I get rid of those andesite stones. Cool. Alright. Let's see here. This is empty, so I'll use this as a grass crate, I think. There we go. Knew I had one somewhere that was going to be my grass crate. And so basically the way these crates work is you see how these storage chests have inventory slots or whatever? Well, crates, basically whatever you put in there determines like the item that you can then store in there. But it will hold like, you know, 20 inventory squares or something of that item. So like when I put these andesite stones in there, it effectively now has like 20 dedicated storage slots to like andesite. Alright, there we go. Now we can get back to working on our roof here. Those portals just don't want to clear up, do they? Alright, so let's see here. So first things first. 3. I'll make 6 more of these angled pieces here. go. Let's see here. Let me grab these. I like to use these hay bales to help me do scaffolding type work. There we go. So I can just walk down the line here, put these along. Beautiful. I'm gonna need. Is it this shape? Yes. I remember the shape correctly. There we go. I need one of these here. And well, if we're gonna go, well, you know what? I'll just leave this one here like this. I'll do that like that. And then grab two of these. Let's see here. We're gonna need probably 6 more minimum. Knock down these hay bales that we don't need up here. And the great thing is once you've gotten that first layer down, you can then stand on that layer. Alright, let's go up here. Let's throw down some more hay bales real quick. There we go. Alright. Oh, that was perfect. That was the exact number we needed. There we go. Alright, first layer is up. So I think we'll go up maybe one more layer. I'm just grabbing the side while I saw that it was ready. There we go. Alright. So we'll do one more layer, I think. And then I think we'll flatten her out for the roof. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so what we'll do to do that is we'll throw down... Alright, there we go. Put one there. And then we'll do this. Get our 2 corner pieces. And there. What we can do is just knock that down. Get that piece. I just like to have all my hay bales, so I don't have to leave them up there. Oh, come on now. Don't get stuck behind the anvil. Go. And now we'll just make some more of these guys. These wedge shapes. And I think we'll just go until we run out of shingles at this point, because then I'll have to stop and make more shingles. And I'm not going to just spend all of our time doing that. There we go. I do like the look of these shingle pieces, though. Go. All right. There we go. If people have questions, feel free to ask questions, you know. No, I just put that in the wrong place. Put that back. You know, all kinds of questions. Whatever people want to talk about. We're just hanging out, chilling, chatting, while I build my house. We're going to go do some mining here in a minute. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna need, yeah, it looks like 2 more of these. a lot more of these. There's that. We'll grab those. Yeah, we're not going to have enough to finish up the roof. But that's alright. We'll just move on to the next project here in a minute. Okay, we'll go over there and do that side. It's going to be my best way to do this. I'm going to have to put down another block, I think. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll come over here and do this side. Because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make a special piece for in there. There we go. And that uses up all of my shingles that I currently have. So what we'll do is we're going to take a break from doing the roof work. Though it's getting there. We're getting there. It's starting to look more like a roof. Alright, we'll put this shingle away. Yeah, sorting that in here. That's right. And then, let's see here. Got those. Got my mining supports. I don't need that. I don't really need the shovel. So what we'll do is we'll put the shovel away, we'll put the axe away, and we'll go away, and we'll grab... I'm going to grab one of these spears to take with us, just so I have a weapon. We're going to grab our pickaxe and our pro pick. And I'm going to need another pickaxe. Grab that one. And we'll grab a stick. And there's our first tin bronze pick. And we got several things we need. We need more copper. We need more tin. Gonna need some more cattails too soon. Let's work on the copper and the tin first. Oh, these onions are ready. Hold on. I've been waiting for those onions to mature for like days. I'm gonna grab those real quick. I can go throw those seeds in my box. And throw the onions in storage, and now then we'll go hit the tin mine, because I did finally find tin in my last episode that I recorded and posted. So if people want to go see me finally finding tin, and it's one of those things I'll be, you know, kicking myself about that hunt for tin for a long time. Oh wait, I almost forgot my ladders. I want ladders. But yeah, no, so like I found it, and it was quite literally just, you know, right below my feet this whole time I've been searching for it. So I've been doing this whole like huge extensive tin mine over here. You know, I dug down and went down and then further out and further out, just looking for more and more better readings of tin. When I ended up going straight down, it was like 3 layers before I, you know, found it, basically. And I quite literally just had not gone down far enough. But now I have, and now I have tin access, which is how I can get tin bronze. And I know one of the next things we're going to be doing in my next episode, I'm not going to do it in the live stream here, but the next episode is a little sneak peek for those who are with us today. We're going to go start the first section of the story content by going back to the treasure hunter merchant with a tin bronze pick and buying the location where we need to go from him, so that we can go and work on that. What is that over there? That dead animal? What am I looking at? That is a dead animal. The dead rooster. It was a rabbit laying next to a dead rooster. I'll take the feathers because that'll let me make some more arrows. But it was probably killed by a wolf if I had to guess, or a fox. I'll get my spear out just in case I encounter something unfriendly. Not that the spear is my best weapon, but it'll give me a range advantage. So there's some more chickens over there. There's another rabbit. It's also possible another rooster killed it, because the roosters will fight each other. But they wouldn't have eaten the meat off of it. Don't know. I don't know what killed that rooster. So my bet's either a fox or a wolf. The other thing I need to do is come over here and mine some, what's the word I'm looking for? Quartz. I need some of that quartz that's in this mine area over here so that I can smelt some glass and put in real windows in my house. So we might try and do that today, too. But also, now that we're in the Bronze Age, we can actually start working on iron. Because I know where there's a decent iron reading nearby. And by decent, I mean, it's like high. Yeah, that's poor. Decent, so it is actually just decent. But it means since it went up this way, if I keep going this way, it will probably keep getting higher. So it's probably like up here in this hill somewhere. If I had to guess. But we've got a nearby source of iron, so we're not too far from the Iron Edge. That's kind of one of the things about this game, is once you start advancing and start getting kind of your groundwork laid out, advancing can speed up nicely. Alright. Gonna put this in my offhand. And then quite literally straight down this hole. That's where I'd send off on my other mine shaft, basically. And then this is how far down I had to go. There's the tin ore right there. The stuff that's been driving me nuts looking for it. Now, it's not great quality tin ore. It's just... It's only, you know... let's see here, medium chunks, which, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's more than usable. Absolutely more than usable. But there we go. Now, the thing we're going to have to be careful is, with how deep we are, we don't want to cause a cave-in. But that's why I brought those mine supports with me, which I'll be deploying here in a minute. Because I think we're kind of probably just going to stay at this layer I'm at right now, which is at 60 below... or which is 60 above the absolute zero layer. We might have to go up and down a little bit depending on where the tin vein flows. So the way these veins of ore work in this game is you get these kind of large flat pancakes of ore kind of spread throughout, but they're not necessarily flat and straight across. Like you notice that changed levels there. If the area that they form under is not flat, they'll kind of shape to match that. And there was my first pick breaking. If that makes sense, what I'm saying. And I need to feed my character, so let's stop and eat real quick. That's also why I carry food with me when I'm doing mining, because you burn a lot of your satiation bar here when you're mining, especially with a torch in your offhand like I'm doing. You can see where I'd gone off looking for it to the right from my hole here. Alright. I'm going to knock some of these blocks out, just make sure I'm not missing any. Okay, looks like I'm not missing any, so what we're going to do is mine this one out. And then I'm going to grab out some of my support beams here. And we're just going to lay a little layer of support beams across. So we're just going to go right across here like this. There we go. And then we'll just do the same thing from here to like here, I think. And then we'll do... That should give us some support. So notice the stability has gone down, has, you know, improved here. And what we can even do is you can even go from like floor to ceiling technically. And now look, there's, why is that still so high? It should like be like 0 now. Oh well. The idea is that these will help prevent cave-ins. Because I really don't want a cave-in down here. That would probably be lethal. I can hear a wolf out there. It's probably a wolf on the surface. There we go. Alright. That looks like that might have been it. Let's find out if that was all of it here. Actually, I'll do this top one. There's still some left around here somewhere. Where is it? It's right over here. See if I'm just like on the edge of it somewhere. Still says trace amounts. I don't see it up above me anywhere. I don't see it back this way. But this means there's probably like one more ore node or two more somewhere nearby. I'm just not seeing because they might be down a layer or something. But we're also starting to get a bit of temporal activity here. We're just gonna like mine out this layer here real quick and see if maybe it's just down a bit, because we noticed it was starting to kind of change positions on us some as we were mining through. The good news is when you're mining the top like this, you're not mining from the roof, you're not increasing instability. So like this you can mine and it's not going to collapse on you. Okay, where is it? I mean, I have enough that I don't really need this little bit that I'm chasing, but more the principle of the matter after I went through all that work to find it. Alright. Is it? I hope it's not like above me or something. Actually, what we can do, this is kind of cheaty here, is we'll do this. I shouldn't get a reading up there. Trace amounts. Oh, no, I did. So it's within 6... It's within 6 of that somewhere. So it's possible... Let's check back behind this way a little bit. No? What if we do a reading like over here? Okay, this was a mistake. Alright, hold on. There we go. Okay, so we know it's not... It says it's within 6 over there. Let's see here. So this is where I was looking around for it. So if I do this one... Nope, so it's definitely not over here. So it's back this way somewhere. What if I do that? Trace amount. So there's still just one somewhere down in here. Well, you know what? We're not going to worry about it just because of how high our temporal instability is getting. Especially because I can see drifters up sitting on top of our cave entrance. And that's being caused by our temporal instability not being good. It's causing the drifters and things to spawn in. You threw a rock at me. Rude. Where'd you go? You running? Oh, goodness. That was a trap. He tried to lead me into an ambush with Bowtorn. Alright, well, we got our tin, so we're going to head on. And what we'll do is, now that we have tin, we're going to go make a nice batch of tin bronze. Because I should have enough tin and copper. I may not have enough copper. Oh, goodness. I almost threw myself into that cave. I just barely dodged that. Right. While we're here, let's see here. Where is that cave that I wanted to mine? What is that sound I'm hearing? But I wanted some of this anyways, so we have to be careful because that's all gravel, so that could break. But we needed bronze to mine this quartz. And quartz is important because quartz is how you find silver and gold in this game. Besides panning. You can pan for silver and gold as well, but quartz is where you natively find silver and gold existing. And you're probably like, well, why is silver and gold important? Well, it's important for doing things like making certain types of bronze, as well as you can use it to improve your lanterns. Why is that a water block? I have no idea why that was a water block. That's a new one. Are you a water block? No. Okay. That was strange. I've never just had a random rock turn into a water block. But we need this, we need this quartz to turn into glass if I want to put in, like, real windows. And I have some quartz, but we needed a bit more. There we go. Quartz is unfortunately too hard for you to mine with a copper pickaxe, which is why I had to wait till I had a bronze pickaxe to come mine this. Fantastic. Alright, there we go. That should be enough quartz to get us some glass made. So now we should be able to head back to the house and fire up our first bloomery to get some glass. It would also make existing in our house a lot easier. Alright. Let's see here. Now what's this? Oh, we've got some more mature flax. We're gonna take that with us. Perfect. I just love it when I find some mature flax on the way home. Yeah, there's that fox. So that's probably exactly what killed that rooster we found earlier. Yeah, I knew there was one that hung out in this area, so. Alright. There's our house. I think the other thing I'm going to work on making is a lantern for a better light source. Oh. My cat just nearly fell off his cat tower. Yep, our crops are doing nicely here. Okay, there we go. Let's go over here, and got a bunch of andesite, so we'll put some stuff away here, and we'll put the ladders away for a minute. That's also where I've been storing my flax. Let me put that in there. And where was I been storing my quartz? I had some quartz. Where did I put it? Oh, that's right. I was storing it in here. So let's grab our quartz. There we go. We'll put this flax grain away as well. And then that's andesite, so we'll put our andesite stones in here. There we go. Alright. Now, let's go get our tin. We got copper, and we got tin. We're going to grab all that. Grab our hammer. And then each one of these should give us, 10 units of tin, so 2 nuggets. There we go. So that's 60 nuggets of tin, 92 of copper. We need some more copper. But that is enough for us to do another smelt of tin if we wanted to. Not quite as much as I'd like. So for example, use 92, and then we just put in 8 tin nuggets. That'll make us 500 units of tin bronze. And again, I showed this in my last episode. This is kind of like the perfect ratio for making your bronze without wasting any. But we're going to hold off until we can do a little larger batch. So what I'm going to do is sleep till morning again. And then we will go and get some more copper, I think. Because we're going to need some more copper. And then, I'm going to put this hammer away real quick. Hammer. Can't see in here. This is why I need more torches and lights and stuff. Alright, so let's just hit the hay. Hopefully we won't be bothered. I can sleep in my actual house. There we go. Okay. Good. Rift activity is low. Where are my... There we go. That's what I was looking for. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make a bloomery. So we have to make the base, and then we have to make the top. Excellent. There we go. We're going to put these back, because we're only going to do one right now. And then... Yep. And then if we go back into our inventory here. So, H. Alright, so... How do we smelt this? So we do how much? 4 pieces turn into 2 glass. Alright. Do we have to do that in a furnace? Let me check something here. So I think we have to do it in a bloomery, but I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, we do have to do it in a bloomery. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So let's get our bloomery down. And we'll just put our bloomery right here. And then we can add some fuel. So we'll do... we only have 24 of those. Well, 23. That'll get us 5. Alright, so that'll make 10 units of glass. Let's grab some charcoal. Alright. Can I mix and match the quartz chunks? No. Okay. There we go. And let's put this on there. Now, can we light this thing? That should be the right ratio. Alright, there we go. We are making glass. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll just put our quartz in here for now. Alright, let's take some of our support beams with us. How much food I got left? I got 1 serving of food left. I'm gonna need some more food. There we go. Alright, let's grab that. I'm gonna put that there. We're just gonna make some porridge this time. And we haven't done a lot of fruit, so we're gonna do fruit-based. We're gonna do a lot of fruit in this porridge here. Let's see here. And we'll do rye, just because I have a lot of rye. And what we'll do is do that, and I'm just gonna eat the rest of these berries. Then need some fuel, so we'll grab a couple pieces of fuel. 3 pieces of peat should do this. Alright. And we'll let that cook. There we go. I'm gonna just eat these berries real quick. Alright. Put this down because we're going to convert that porridge into a crock full of porridge that we can take with us. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our raft and we're going to head down this way. We've got this high reading of copper. Yeah, it's 17.26% here. And we're going to sink a mine shaft. There. So while we're actually getting ready for that, let me go ahead and make some more ladders here. Ladder. Okay, so it's a stick and some boards here. Because we're going to need a lot of ladders. Not that we need to go super deep on this, but more ladders is better than not enough ladders. Alright, how we doing? Yeah, it's gonna need one more. Okay. There we go. Got some porridge. Gonna do that. Put that in there for now. We're gonna grab. I'm just gonna grab an extra crock to put the other 2 in. Nope. Come on. There it goes. We're gonna take that one with us. I'll take that one with us for now, because we are going on kind of a long trip. There we go. Alright, we're going to go over to our boat and sail down there, just because that's going to be the fastest way for us to get down there. And also let's carry a little extra back. The good news is it's right there on the shore, on the coast basically, so we can just like pull up to it, make a little dock or something. I just hope that bear isn't still over here. When I was over here earlier, there was like a bear wandering around. A few streams ago, or a few episodes ago. We're gonna make sure the bear's not still here. I don't see the bear. Alright, that's good. Because he's hanging out like next to my raft. See if this... No, the pine resin has not respawned yet. Because we're gonna need a lot of pine resin and stuff in the near future anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these quartz spits. Well, let me pick up that one. It's under the trader. That's some extra quartz that we don't have to like mine later. Alright. Moving on. Onto the boat. Grab the ore. And south we go to our new copper mine, so that we can get copper and make more tin ore. My goal is just to mine enough that we won't have to worry about it in the future here. We'll just have plenty. Take a little hydration break. Make sure you hydrate, chat. Oh, there's a wolf over there. Two wolves over there. And it looks like a wolf pup as well. Nothing else of interest over there, really. So who all I got out there still? You know, feel free to say something in the chat. I like seeing my chat active. I like having people hanging out. Put a mark there so I can see it. Actually, I'm going to make that mark so it's always pinned so I can see it. There we go. Just doing that for my own navigational purposes there. I like the music it's playing right now. Can y'all hear the music over there on the stream? Okay, so this looks like the area. We're gonna park real quick. There we go. We could probably even just dig in right here. I forgot to bring my shovel. That's alright. So what we'll do is we'll just do this. Gives us a little place to make a little out-of-the-way shelter here. And then what we can do is get our torch out, do this. Yeah, just for fun, we'll double check to make sure there's not like a copper vein right here. Nope, nothing. Okay. I really don't want this conglomerate stone, but we'll take it. Oh. Glad I put those ladders down. Well, it's going to be easier than I expected to sink this mine shaft. Probably going to be a little more dangerous than I expected now, too. We have very large amounts of quartz nearby. What? So where's the quartz that I'm picking up on my reading here? Is it, like, under this? Yep, there it is. Right there. Alright. So, quartz is not what I'm looking for, though. Okay, nothing down here. Let's see here. What about over here? Oh, we've got some bauxite. Interesting. What do we got here? Nothing there. Alright. So far the only thing we found is this quartz. Let's go down here and take a reading as well. Not that I expect to find anything down here, but you know, we'll check. Nothing. Well, let's go down through the quartz over here. So what I think I might do is I might just actually just mine this out and just bring the ladder straight down. Well, no, because I'm running out of ladders, so I'm going to have to get some more ladders here. So let's go back up to the surface real quick and see if we can't find some more ladders. Or make some more ladders, I should say. Yeah, I can hear you, chicken. Alright, good news is we don't need torch up here, so we can just do that. I brought my shears. Shears would let me make ladders and stuff more quickly because I can get sticks. Hindsight's 20/20, as they say. I mean, I'll take these seeds too because I can take these seeds back and plant more trees. I need sticks. Give me sticks. I think the other thing I'll do, go knock down this tree over here real quick. But again, you know, if people want, ask questions. I love questions. So, y'all doing anything fun out there while I'm streaming? But I know you were probably playing a video game. You playing any interesting games? You playing that XCOM mod you were telling me about? Alright, that should be enough sticks for us to do a little something. That's where I took my original test reading down there, by the way. Alright, let's see here. How much durability do you have left? I have 9. There we go. Because now what I can also do is fix my armor. My armor's busted all up. Alright. There we go. Armor's fixed. Cool. this in here. And what I can do is we'll also just go in here. I'll just put some of the stuff we don't need in here, like these quartz. Okay. Put that in there. There we go. Keep that limestone. This can just go in the water. We don't need it. Put these seeds in here for now. There we go. Alright, let's go back down here. Get our torch back out. Let's make some more ladders. Go. Gonna use most of these to make ladders. There we go. Perfect. Now we have more ladders. We can go down further. Maybe we'll find copper. Like, it's cool that we found quartz, but that's not what we're looking for. I mean, it'd be cool if we found, like, some gold or something in this quartz, but I'm not going to stress about it. Alright, let's see here. Get some more ladders in place here. We're going to go down just a little bit more because, you know, we know the quartz is, like, right there, so we want to go down, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me count. That's 1, 3, 5. So if we go down like right here, there we go. And then we'll throw a ladder in here. We're gonna go up a little bit. We'll do our test prospecting right here, and we're doing that just so we don't pick up the quartz too much. Yeah, see, it's still finding the quartz. We're looking for that copper. Still just finding the quartz. Alright, so let's go down deeper. Now we've hit bauxite down here. We kind of knew it was going to happen. But we're going to have to go deeper down here because basically the prospecting pick, when you do that, it checks a 6-block radius. So we know that there's nothing like in 6 blocks of us. Alright. This is as deep as we're going to be able to get because we've run out of ladders. So let's go off this way and see if we find any copper, because that's what we're looking for. Nothing. Alright. Maybe over here in the bauxite. Can we even get copper and bauxite? No. Looks like we can't even get copper in this bauxite. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Right there. So we'll go this way as well, just to double check. I don't expect to find anything, but you know, I've been wrong before. No, nothing. Wow. I'm kind of surprised we haven't found anything. Especially with the high reading for the copper. Nothing. Because I know we can find copper in, you know, this conglomerate. Alright, I guess we'll try mining out some of this quartz just for fun. But alright. Still not seeing any copper. What we'll do is we'll follow this quartz vein this way a little bit. Because we can always take this quartz back and get some more glass anyways. Which will be good. And if we're lucky, you know, we'll find some gold or silver or something to make mining out this quartz all worth it. Alright, so let's see here. Actually, I want to test that theory about the whole, like, floor to ceiling I didn't. Didn't take. Why is that not... It's not showing supported. It's so weird. It's supposed to, like, show, like, support when you do that. I don't know. Having weird behavior with the support beams today. Oh, goodness. You like that? It collapsed on me. Alright, so what if we go... Let's see. Do I need to go from, like... Okay, so that halved it there. So let's go... from, like, here to, say, over here. Oh, we need more support beams. That's fine. I just want to go straight across like that. Alright, so that is 50%. That's 17% now. Why is that not any better? Because that's 0. This is still really weak right here. What if I just run along like this? That's still 50. See, this one's 0. Instability. This one is still really bad. What is up with this one? I don't trust that one. That one's freaking me out. It didn't break though. That's what matters. What about here? See, that's still good. This is good. Just this one. Just that one. So confused. What about here? That's 50% now. What about over here? Is that still good? Alright, interesting. Interesting. So the support beams do work. Clearly that doesn't work. Can I knock this out, maybe? No, I guess it's not going to let me knock that out. So what we'll do is we're going to do another support beam from, like, that corner to, like, this corner. Alright, there we go. See, this is... Now the support beams are working the way I want. I don't know what was going on with them before. We're going to look for some more copper here. Because, you know, we've got this opportunity to get some quartz. So we will. Still see nothing but quartz here. Okay. Yeah. See, this is working really good when I do it in like these kind of little short runs here. There we go. Yeah, that's looking great. Wait. This is all like perfectly stable. I don't know. I have no idea what was going on with it before. Still all great. Alright, let's do a little reading here. I know obviously we're going to find ports. Still just quartz. What I might do is just, we're going to go down a little bit. Just because we can. Not the method of mining I really want to use here. But this will work. This will let us get a little deeper than the quartz and see if we can't find something else. Maybe we'll get lucky. Find some copper. Because there should be copper in this area, basically, is what our readings have told us previously. We hit bauxite. We already know copper can't happen in bauxite. So let's just do a quick check. Yeah, it's still just quartz. Yeah, just not having any luck with copper in this mine. Alright, well let's head back up. Because if we're not going to find copper, it's not worth being here. Especially since we've run out of ladders. We're going to have to go out and make a lot more ladders. So let's head home. Alright. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to grab this sleeping bag. Okay. And we're just going to sleep through the night, because it's kind of late in the game anyways. Get some daylight before we sail back. What is going on? That is loud. Let me go down here a little bit. Let me go fix the sound for you guys real quick, because that was just deafening. Alright. I think what's happening there is I think we've got a hailstorm. Just gonna feed my character real quick. Especially since we're injured after that mining incident. Alright, let's see if we can't find a better place to go mine some copper. I know we can get some over here, so we'll go over here and grab that copper then. Any other places like that near our house? I know we've mined that one, so that one I think's empty. There's one over here that we'll get. So what we'll do is we'll hit this one down here, since we're already near it. We'll go hit that one up there. They're just surface nodes, but they'll get us what we need. My God. That is deafening. Hold on, let me see what I can do in settings for sound here. We're going to turn that weather effect down a little bit. That is still quite loud. There we go. That's a bit better. Now, chat, tell me if that's too loud for you guys, because it's kind of loud for me. Yeah, this definitely feels like a hailstorm, I think, in the game. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing, and people comment and tell me if they want to see this or not, is I'm thinking about doing a stream where I play Vintage Story with my kid. You know, now, probably not going to be, like, immediately or anything. Okay, good. We're finally get down to this bad weather that's making all this noise. But just an idea I've been kicking around, because he likes Minecraft, and he likes Vintage Story, because I've actually had him play Vintage Story before. He seems to enjoy it. But people let me know what you think. You know, just have him hanging out with me while we're playing some Vintage Story. It won't be on this particular playthrough, because we have our own separate playthrough we've been working on. But anyways, we're almost over here to our known surface copper. Which I was trying to get a deep copper mine, because a deep mine would, like, get us all the copper we need. Which I may see about getting some more wood while over here and get some more ladders. Go a little deeper, although we hit that bauxite, which is weird because I thought bauxite was not a deep rock. I thought it was more like a closer to the surface, like sedimentary rock maybe. I know conglomerate's like sedimentary rock, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna dig up the sand. And actually, I'm going to do something I didn't do last time. First things first, I'm going to put the sand in my inventory here. I'm also going to go toss out these conglomerate stones because I don't want them. There we go. And I'm actually going to just strip mine this because last time I tried to mine one of these deposits, I ended up with like just a whole bunch of cave-ins and stuff. So we're just going to clear this whole thing out. There we go. Just going to clear a nice little space. And this comes back to I should have brought a shovel with me. You know what? I'll make a shovel real quick. We'll use it. We will use a shovel. There we go. There we go. Shovel head. And full shovel made. There we go. Alright. This will let us dig this out more quickly, because I don't want the sand burying me like it was last time I was trying to mine a surface deposit over here. It was just awful. Kept getting buried. I even lost some of my copper, I think. See? Just like that. So we're just going to push this out a little bit more. There we go. Alright. That should be pretty good. Let's see here. Now, our copper shouldn't be too deep. So what we'll do is we'll push down one or two layers here and look for our copper. Where is it? Shouldn't be that deep. Copper. Where's the copper? Alright. We'll do a node search. I will find this copper. It says there's large amounts here. Alright. Let's get our shovel out. Yeah. Take this out. This one must be deeper than I thought. If it's deeper than I thought, maybe I don't need to do the strip mining like I was talking about doing there. Could also be behind me in theory. What we'll do is we'll go this way. We're just going to mine back this way. Make sure we didn't, like, go past it or something as I was mining down in this corner. I'm definitely under where I should have found the copper. Alright. How deep is this stuff? For a surface copper deposit, this is not very surface. It still says we're very close to large amounts of native copper. Where the heck is it? We might be back strip mining. Alright, so am I still close to it? At this rate, I'm gonna have to go back and make another pickaxe. Yeah, it still says large amounts. Alright. Okay. Color me confused here. Alright, we're just gonna knock out this layer. Well, that's not what I wanted. That's alright. I will find you, copper. I have to cut down this entire area of stone. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna cut out this entire middle section here. Work our way around till we find it. This is very inefficient. There's that cave-in I didn't want.
Daddy,
Yes, son?
have you thought about doing my Minecoin thing yet?
I said I was going to, bud.
When?
Oh, when I get done with my stream.
Okay.
My son was asking if I would get him some mine coins from Minecraft. He wants to buy some add-ons. Alright. Clean up my inventory a little bit. I am still confused as to where this quote-unquote surface copper is. Alright, so let's just keep working our way down, I guess. This rate, we're gonna have to go back and make another pickaxe. Just because this is ridiculously deep for surface copper. Especially since the prospecting pick reading says it was close. See, that only checks the 6-block radius, so it should have been like right here somewhere. I'm saying large amounts, so I don't know how we didn't find it. Let me here, I'll even check up here. We'll do one right here, like just in the middle. Large amounts. Alright, David, you have a good one, man. See, it says it's like right here. I don't know where it is here, but it says it's right here. There it is. Good lord. We mined like all the way around it in a circle.
How do you spell destroyer?
Son. Not while I'm on stream, dude.
Okay.
There we go. Man. Finding all this surplus copper was proven to be a real pain. And it's only poor quality, too. That's what sucks right there. We're not even going to get a lot of this. Son, could you go ask your mom real quick?
I'll just kick it that way.
Okay.
Because I was naming my world.
Okay, man. My son's trying to name his world destroyer and asking me how to spell it, and you know what? We'll try it. Destory. Well, that's destroy. Destroyer would be ER on the end of that. Got it, bud?
What?
I just spelled it for you. It was DES.
Wait, let me go back.
Okay.
Create new world. Creative card. Now, how do you spell destroyer?
That was DEST.
DEST.
O R Y ER.
Destroy.
Yep.
Advanced templates. Deep dark. Cheats. Resource packs. Active. Minecraft texture pack. Default Minecraft graphics now updated with stylish new textures.
My son's creating a new Minecraft world, calling it Destroyer for chat. In case you're wondering what's going on.
Experiments. Turn on experiment anyway. I'll do Rock 325. I'll do that.
There we go. Looks like this might be the last of this copper.
Anyway.
And there went the big hex. Wow. Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to take another mine support and do that. That's really unstable right there. Let me go, like, over to here. How's that? That one's down to 22. This one's still, like, unstable as I'll get out. What if I just bring you straight down? There we go. Alright. And that also used up the last of my mine supports. But there we go. So we still know there's a lot left here, but we got a decent amount. We got 60 chunks of 15 units of copper each, so that'll be 3 nuggets each. So it's 180 nuggets. That's enough to get us our anvil. So let's go back and get us our tin bronze anvil. And another tin bronze pick. We mined this area pretty good. Conglomerate stone, bye. Conglomerate stone and sand. There we go. That's actually a pretty big surface deposit. Main problem is just poor quality, so it's not real good. I don't know what's up with that high reading over there. I'm not sure how deep bauxite goes. I'm going to have to look that up. If anyone knows how deep bauxite goes in the game, feel free to let me know. Either my chat who's watching live, or if you got comments. Add comments. I love hearing your comments. We're going to head back to base here and process this copper and get it going. Yeah, and as my son says, and have a good time, folks. That's my kid for you. As I said, I'm definitely considering doing like a stream with him, playing with me on one of these streams.
I would love to do that with you.
And he says he'd love to. So, in case y'all can't hear him beside me. He and I share a computer room.
Yeah, we have a server.
Yeah, we do have a server that we share. That's right, bud.
On Vintage Story.
Yep, for Vintage Story.
So that'd be fun.
It would be fun, and that's what I'm talking about streaming with you, bud.
Yeah, that'd be an amazing video.
It would be fun.
I hope y'all enjoyed this video.
Yeah, I'm sure they're enjoying it. I got a couple people out there watching. They're not talking a whole lot, but they are out there watching.
Got stuck in the trip stove.
Well, yeah, my son's over here playing Minecraft beside me, so if y'all hear him talking, that's what's going on there. I'm playing Vintage Story.
Oh wow, that's a lot of copper right there.
Yep. But we're going to take this copper back. We're going to make some more tin bronze because we finally have enough that we can make a tin bronze anvil.
Oh, I didn't know that. I can put in rods on the dripstone. Fascinating.
And once I get that tin bronze anvil made, we can actually start moving towards the Iron Age slowly. But we probably need to make sure we're securely in bronze before we do that too much. Especially because I'm going to need a tin bronze pick to buy the location of the story content from the
Even
treasure
though
hunter
people
merchant.
say don't dig down, I'm going down a deep slate.
Wyatt, please watch your volume over there, man. Like, I'm glad you're having fun. But, yeah. My son is playing Minecraft beside me, and he's trying to dig down into the deep slate biome.
Yeah, because I put the templates on deep dark, so I might find the ancient city easier.
There you go. He's talking about how he set up his new world that he just created to play in. And he was saying he made it, he set the template to deep dark to make finding ancient cities more easy on his world that he's just made. But anyways, I saw we just had another viewer join. Welcome. You know, feel free to ask questions. I am watching chat. You know, oh, and they left. But that's alright.
Yes, deep slate. I'm going down deep slate where ancient cities spawn.
So I know we're just doing a lot of back and forth right now. But that's because, you know, this episode's all about just hanging out, chilling, doing some work around the base,
Yes.
doing some mining.
I found the first batch of skull.
Very good, son.
That must mean I'm getting close.
Alright, we're back at base here. Gonna drop off our paddle there and offload stuff out of our raft. There we go. And now we'll head back to base where we're gonna go make another tin bronze pick and probably a few more ingots and some other stuff. Mostly the anvil. And for folks that are enjoying this, do remember I have a Patreon if you want to support the channel. It helps me make content like this. Really helps me out. And even if you can't do that, you know, like and subscribe and leave comments on my stuff. That also really helps me out. So, just a little shout out there, folks. And I hope everybody's having a great time. Because I thoroughly enjoy playing Vintage Story with you all. Alright. Almost back to the house here. I like to park my raft over there next to that trader that's near my house just to make it easy to find. So I always know where my raft is. Still have no idea what happened to the bear that was hanging out next to it the other day. There was a bear just hanging out in front of that trader next to my raft, like, all over the place over there. Like an episode or two back. He seems to have wandered off, though. So, I'm not going to complain about that. I mean, I was going to hunt him and throw him into my diet there. I think this tree's grown up while I was out and about. I think that tree has just fully finished growing. Oh, good. These onions are ready, too. There you go. And take those onions and seeds back to the house with me as well.
The deeper I go, the more chances I found ancient cities.
There we go. Put the seeds in there.
I found my first batch of deep slate diamonds.
That's good, bud.
But how will I get them. Oh, I know.
The onions in here. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this crock in here. Just let it stay fresher for longer. There we go. Alright, now hammer. And we're going to crack open these pores for some nuggets there. We're going to split that. One more. Actually, it's 92 that I need. There we go. Alright. Save the rest here. Where's my tin? Tin. I put my tin somewhere. Where'd I put it? Oh, got some glass ready. Isn't that nice? Oh, tin. There it is. Because I'm going to need 8 tin to go with this 92 copper. Because that will give me the perfect ratio to get the rest of the tin bronze I need to make my anvil, plus another tool, in which case... So there we go. That'll make exactly 1,000 units of tin, with only 8% of it being... Or tin bronze, with only 8% of it being tin bronze, in case you're looking for efficiency, folks. And we're going to use a little bit of firewood to get this kind of heated up some before we switch over to charcoal. We're also going to put away the hammer. I think we're going to need like 10 charcoal for this. We're going to get that lit, get it warming up. Take this firewood. I'm going to put this firewood in here. There we go. I got firewood for the future. I'm going to go put away my seeds that I picked up. There we go. Yep, perfect. Alright. There we go. And then... Where am I storing my limestone? Is it in here? Yeah, I'm storing my limestone in here, so we'll put that in there. Along with my quartz. That way I can make some more glass here in the near future. That's it. Is this up to temperature? It is. Alright, there we go. And that'll finish getting it up to smelting temperature. Just taking a little drink of water, folks. Y'all make sure you remember to stay hydrated. And let's see here. I'm going to take and put these ingots over here. Get them out of the way. Gonna go ahead and pick up this axe and hammer as well. Because we're going to just go ahead and make those. Help if I didn't put them both in the crafting menu. There we go. Axe. Hammer. There we go. Should put these away. We'll put the axe up there and the hammer up there. There's my copper hammer or axe that we'll use. But yeah, it's getting up to temperature. It may not take all 10. We'll see. It's slow on filling up this bar though. Alright, so I can put these away. And I'll leave that out so I can pour, because I only need 900 to fill up the anvil mold, and that extra 100 can be used to make a new tin bronze pick without me having to go through the process of forging one. How are we doing over here? Alright, so these are prepared. What I can do is take these hides and then put them into here. And those will become leather. Now, let's come over here. We're going to grab our 2 prepared hides. I'm actually going to grab this extra one too. And we're going to go ahead and throw these 2 into here. And then we're going to... Can I? No. Okay. How do I do this out? I've messed this up. Alright. Is there a way for me to dump this out? Okay. Take single portion, transfer to, pick up. I'm gonna have to get my other bucket here. We're gonna Yep. Alright, so what we can do is we can then take this. I need to make some more lime water. We're just going to fill it up to 40. There we go. And we can take this one. Alright, I gotta make it lime water first. Don't mind me. I know what I'm doing. Do I have any more crushed lime? I have some. I'm gonna need to make some more. There we go. I'll just put that in here for now. Go check our tin bronze while we wait on that. Still processing, but that's okay. I was gonna take down this bloomery real quick. There we go. You get some of your bricks back, you don't get all of your bricks back. So you kind of always constantly have to be making, you know... Ow, 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 ow. I forgot that those are hot. They need to cool off. There we go. And what we can do is just take and throw them in here until they cool off. There we go. Don't mind me. I clearly know what I'm doing. Alright, let's throw this in here. And then we're going to use my trick. There we go. That way we'll keep grinding that up for a bit while my tin bronze continues to smelt. So the trick that I'm using here, in case you are a new viewer and haven't seen this trick, since I don't have a windmill yet, and I have to manually turn my quern to grind things, you can put something in the quern, start grinding it normally by holding right click, and if you press escape and then let go of right click and press escape again to close the menu, your character will keep grinding until you right click. It's good for anything you need to like auto right click on as like a little workaround. Now there are some mods that you can get to do this, but since I'm doing it a vanilla playthrough, obviously I'm not using any mods. I'm going to right click here because our tin bronze looked like it was getting close. Yeah, it's getting close. Matter of fact, these last two pieces of... Ouch. What am I hurting? Oh, good lord. You snuck up on me. Stop it. Bad drifter. Where did you even come from? Where did that drifter even come from? Oh. Top of the house. Do I have like... Oh yeah, we've got high temporal activity. Alright. There we go. And we only used 9 instead of 10 charcoal. So we're going to go ahead and pour this real quick. And then I think we'll go to bed for the evening so that we don't have to deal with drifters all night while we're trying to do stuff. There we go. Almost there. Tin bronze anvil poured. Tin bronze pick poured. There we go. Put that away. Nope. There we go. Picked up the hammer by accident. There you go. Let those cool. That's nothing we can do about that. That's just going to burn. That's the other reason I got to finish roofing. Alright, where was I? I needed 40 units of crushed limestone. Alright, we're going to try it. We're going to try. I'm going to put this in my offhand just to help reduce drifter spawn. We'll see if that works. Because I want to get my next batch of lime water going. Nope. Get out of my house. Come on. Y'all are just not going to go away, are you? This is why I need to finish enclosing my house. Alright. The drifters are not going to let us do it. We will just have to wait until morning to finish our grinding, I guess. These drifters, they're being real pushy today. There we go. Alright. What time is it? Still like 4 a.m. Well, looks like it's still high activity, so the drifters might still be out and about. There we go. There's our next tin bronze pick and our anvil. Now the question is, where do I want the anvil? Come on. No, I want that. I can just live in there for now. Yep. Nope. Tried. I'm just trying to put my anvil down. There you go. You're trying real hard. Okay. Still kind of early in the morning, but we're gonna have to try. Oh, good. I can actually rotate. I can scroll through my hot bar and still grind. That's kind of amazing. All right, because I want to get these done so we can get stuff going here. Watch it, son. He's not over there messing with his chair, making lots of noise. Alright. I'm gonna actually stop and eat here real quick. There we go. There we go. Alright, character's fed. Put this empty crock away real quick. Alright, looks like we can probably get this out of our hand. Because the sun is starting to come up. Yeah, it's almost 6 a.m. Sun up in the game's around 6 to 7 a.m. It's usually bright enough around, 5 a.m. that you can see without a torch. Alright. But for those of you who are just joining me now, my eventual plan, after I finish this roofing project, is I'm going to build kind of a enclosed walkway between my cellar and my kitchen here. And on top of that, I'm going to build the windmill so that I can run, a pole, basically an axle, down to my quern here to have it windmill powered. There we go. And so we got 40 units of water in there. 1, 2, and there. Cool. Now, we can pick up this bucket of lime water and add it to it. There we go. Now I don't have to figure out what to do about that extra lime water. Yeah, gotta seal that. There we go. And I put away my extra limestone. There we go. Alright. Now, let's go put away these seeds and this flax. Gotta keep putting stuff away here. That is the wrong box. There we go. We got bones in this one. And where did I put that bony soil? I saw that in one of these. Right here. I'm gonna go pan this bony soil at some point. There we go. And put my seeds over here. I keep even my tree seeds in this box over here. Let's see, I got some apple cuttings, maple seeds, smoke seeds, and my other seeds. None of my crops are ready to harvest just yet. That's one of the things we just finished today was... Oh, wait, nope. My parsnips are. So I need something to replace my parsnips. Sounds like flax. flax will replace the parsnips. So I need more flax anyways. There we go. Carrots are going to be ready soon. And this is where I expanded. A lot of this is like rye, so it's not going to be real happy about the heat. But, you know, losing 25% harvest on the rye is not a huge deal as long as I get my seeds back. There we go. Put the parsnip seed in here. We'll go put the parsnips up. And then I think we'll go hit another copper mine I know about. Actually, we'll see if we can do another copper smelt. So we can put these parsnips in here. There we go. Let's go see what we've got as far as ingots and stuff go. Let's see here. So if I drop this down to 92, there we go. Put the rest of our copper in here. And I just need 8 nuggets of the cassiterite, or cassiterite. Cassiterite. Yeah, it's cassiterite. I keep putting a D in there. Cassiterite. Yeah, no, cassiterite's right. There we go. Because what we can do is we can get another run of tin bronze there. And it took 5 last time I did it this way. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put away my prospecting kit, because I think we're actually going to stop mining for today. As much as I would like to keep mining. Put that there. Is my recurve ready? Oh, how close is this? Yeah, it's ready. Ooh, I can make my recurve bow. Alright. 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 I'm going to make my recurve. I've been wanting to make this. So we need 2 raw bushmeat, 2 bones, and... oh wait, no, we don't have the leather yet. Never mind. How much longer is our bushmeat going to be good? It's not going to last. Our bushmeat is not going to last. That is unfortunate. Alright, so I'll have to get some more bushmeat. Well, we know where some wolves are. Now, let's go put our... I forgot you have to have leather to make the recurve. Unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna... just gonna cook this bushmeat real quick. Alright, and then what we will do is go ahead and take this pick, just so that when we do some more mining, we're ready to go. There we go. How's this going? It's almost there. Okay, but what I was thinking is I need more charcoal. So we'll grab some axes. Let's grab all of our axes here. And we're going to go get some more wood. The type of wood doesn't matter, because it's just really... I just need lots of firewood, because I'm going to fill this up. We're going to get another load of charcoal going soon. And I also need some firewood and peat and stuff to get the pit kilns going, because I'm going to have to make some more shingles for the roof. And this will also give me a chance to get some more sticks, because I'm going to put... So you see how I've got the wattle fencing here? I'm going to finish walling this off with wattle. I'm not going to daub the whole thing. I'm going to daub the front the rest of the way here. And then I'm going to do some more andesite over here. And get this filled in and wall that in. And then I'm going to finish bringing in the area where I'm going to put in the windmill above it. That's the plan. I think I'll work on getting that finished today. Because one, that'll let me keep working at night without being harassed by drifters too much. The other thing I really could do is I could really work on making myself a lantern. You know, I still need to expand my bee farm over there. Lots of things I need to get done. Alright. Let's grab the tongs, because I'm going to need those. We're almost ready to pour. So I'm going to need another pick, do 2 ingot molds. What else do I need? It's just gonna barely just make it, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Yep. It just barely made it. It just barely made it. Alright, so we're gonna get another pick. 2 more ingots. Yeah, I almost didn't pour enough in there. There we go. So I've got 2 left. We'll put that there for the moment. Because realistically, I want these to finish. So what I'll do is I'll heat that back up later. Because I think I'll make another pick or 2 more ingots, one of the two. I think I'll do 2 more ingots, actually. With the remainder of that. Alright, well, I'm going to take my axe and go cut down some firewood. Especially since some of my trees have popped up here. So, like, this is one of the trees I planted. I almost forgot to get my shears to get more sticks. I would forget my head if it wasn't attached sometimes. Shears. There we go. Alright. Now, let's get up to this tree here. There we go. At some point, I'll also finish leveling this out with all that extra low fertility soil I've got, because I can use it to plant more trees, and if it's level, it's easier to work and build on, you know. Long-term plans as we work our way deeper into the story content. Let's see here. There we go. That'll get me up higher. So I'm going to knock as much of the leaves off this tree as I can, because I need the sticks. I was running a little low on sticks. Alright, let's go up there. There we go.
Daddy,
Yes, son?
look what I found.
What did you find?
An ancient city.
Good job, bud. My son was telling me that he found an ancient city in Minecraft just now, in his new world that he just started. Now, to be fair, he is playing in creative, but he's also only 8 years old, so we're not gonna hard time him about that. Alright, now we're gonna cut down this tree, now that I've collected some sticks from it and some seeds. But there we go. Yeah, see? Used up what was left of that stone axe I was carrying. Alright. And we got some sticks from it. Not a whole lot, but we can use some more. Alright, let's go get that other birch tree that was over here. Actually, I should go ahead and replant. I should go ahead and replant. I'm sitting here thinking about it. Because we're going to constantly need more and more wood. Anyways. I'll throw that one down right there. What time is it? What day? It's August, so it's getting to be the end of summer, so we're probably not going to get too many more harvests of, like, wood and crops and stuff. It does take time for these trees and the crops and all to grow. They don't like certain weather. At least the crops don't. I don't know about the trees. I think trees don't really mature in winter either. But it's not as bad as, like, you know, the crops. There we go. That's one full stack of sticks. Alright, I'm going to knock this one down. Now, this is a small one, so it shouldn't take too much durability off the axe. Yeah, it took almost none. I think I might have planted these two close to each other, so it might have stunted the growth a little bit. So there we go. And so what we'll do is we'll throw one more down here. That's really only like one tree anyways. There we go. And we'll do the same thing to this guy. Let's see here. Got another seed off that one. That works. Alright. Knock this tree down. There we go. Yep. So we'll throw down another tree to replace this one here. Let's see here. We planted that one over there fairly close. We don't want to get too close. We'll do that one there. There's another one over here that we'll go knock down. Yeah, there's another mod that I kind of like. It's like wild farming or something like that, or wild planting. And basically it changes kind of how trees and other plants work from a growing standpoint. And it will tell you like how mature the tree is. Like, is it going to grow anymore? Things like that. Which I really like that mod. And it also lets you do things like add, you know, tappers to like pine trees to get pine or to get the pine resin that you need. You know, so I think my next major playthrough, I'm going to include that mod again. I'm also going to try out primitive survival in my next major playthrough, I think. Because I haven't ever used that one before. Yeah, let's see how much firewood we got. Alright, so each one of these 32 stacks is effectively a full stack of firewood, so that's a full block. So that's not quite enough for us to fill that up, obviously, because that's a 3x3 on the inside there, so it's going to need like 9 on each level, so... And so 9 times 3 is what? Am I not mathing today? 27, I think? Yeah, 27. It's going to require 27 stacks of firewood to fill that thing up. And I went with a fairly small, you know, build. You can go, well, you can go a lot bigger on your charcoal pits than 3x3. You can go up to, I think maximum size is 11 by 11, which I would not want to do the amount of deforestation required to do that myself. But you can also get by with just like a 2x2. I know plenty of people that are doing single playthroughs doing just a 2x2 to get the amount of charcoal they need. Small amounts. I just like to do bigger batches, like less often. It's just personal preference. I also tend to set up a pine tree farm because pine trees seem to grow fairly quickly. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and split that one. There we go. So we've gotten 4 full stacks there. We'll grab a couple more trees. I'm probably not going to use my shears on them as much at this point because I've got 5 seeds. And right now I really just want the wood. So we're just going to go knock these guys down real quick. Let's see here. Alright, let's chop up this firewood that we just got. See how much that gives us. There we go. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll take these stacks over here that we've got. We're going to go put them in our charcoal pit. Take a little break from chopping firewood. Because I can only do so much wood chopping in this game before it starts to, like... Before I start to get bored of it. Some people get bored of the blacksmithing. I'll do the blacksmithing for quite some time. But the wood chopping to make firewood to do charcoal, well, it has to be done. Yeah, that's the thing that bores me. So just go ahead and do this one. There we go. There we go. And that's one full column done. The next 3 will get us another one. There we go. What I like to do is I just throw a hay bale up there. So once I get it filled up, I can just come in and knock it out real quick from the top. So I've got one more stack here. I'll put this other full stack in there. I don't like to do non-full stacks. Just makes the math all weird when you get to it later. Then I'll take this. Alright. I'm going to pick all this up. I don't like that out there. So that gives us another full stack, actually. We can throw it down right here. There we go. We're getting close. I'll go to add this to the wood pile that I keep in the kitchen. Okay, so we've gotten some cooked meat. We've got 2 more to cook. Let's get them cooked up real quick before they spoil. Because our character hasn't had a lot of meat in his diet anyways. We gotta add that cooking. Alright. Yeah, that's 70% spoiled. Definitely don't want to miss that. I'm gonna eat the rest of this. There we go. Ooh. Our windows are cool enough now. We can start putting our windows in. Let's see here. There we go. So actually, what I think I will do, while I'm sitting there thinking about it, we're going to start another load of glass. Go. Alright, so 24 is what it maxes out at, as far as quartz goes to smelt glass. Good to know. Let's grab some more charcoal. See, this is why I need to make some more charcoal. And that should be a full thing. 5, 6. I think that's it. I think you only need 6. Yep. Alright, 6. There you go. Put that back. And then we can put the top on it. And that'll make us like 12 glass. There we go. Beautiful. Our bloomery is lit, and while it is indeed hot and on fire and stuff, it won't set the house on fire or anything. It's not like the pit kilns. How's that going? Yeah, that's cold, so we're gonna need to do that. And I'm gonna put our tin bronze over here. There we go. Go ahead and grab this. Make one more tin bronze pick. There we go. And that one is going to be for the treasure hunter merchant. But after we finish this little bit of smelting and pouring that off, you know, what I think we'll do is we'll call it there after I finish this pour. And while we didn't exactly finish all the stuff I wanted to finish, well, you know what, we'll go ahead and do this. We will go ahead and finish up some of what I want to do real quick. Grab those. Here we go. Alright. Okay, so actually I need one more dirt block.
That's what I'm doing.
What you doing there, bud?
I'm fixing it.
You're fixing the ancient city?
So I can put it back to work.
Alright. Actually, I just realized this is one... This is a little too far in. On this backside here. There we go. So what I need to do is actually dig these out. Because I changed my design a little bit, I just realized. There we go. Because I need to go here with them. There we go. Alright. Now I can do this. And that will help keep the drifters out, as well as, you know, finish sealing in my work area. And let's see here. Let's grab my knife out. We're going to make just like 2 more stacks of those. There we go. Alright. There we go. And this is kind of what I'm thinking for this area on either side. Because we're going to do something like that. That way. Did this not heat up? No, it did not. Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm supposed to set up. Nope. There we go. Had to remelt my tin bronze there. Beautiful. Alright. And we're going to put the crucible here. I'm just storing it in here for now. Alright. I'm going to throw my torch there while we finish up our little bit of work I was doing here real quick. I think just a few more fences. We get that wattle look I'm looking for here. There we go. And now that gives us walls. We can see out. As I said, I'm going to do the same thing, I think, over here and do kind of like a little covered walkway type setup. But we're not there yet. We'll just throw that fence there to tell me that that's what I'm going to do. Remind me. But alright, chat. I think we're going to call this episode there. Unless people have anything else they want to see me do real quick. So we made some progress on the housing project. We made some progress on the roof. We went and mined a whole bunch of more tin and copper. Enough to make a tin bronze anvil, which we now have over here. Which I should honestly move over there, but we'll deal with that later. And we've made some tin bronze tools, an axe, and a hammer, and an extra 2 tin bronze picks, one of which is going to be for the treasure hunter trader here in the next actual episode that will go up on my channel. We're going to trade it to him, and we're going to learn where the first story location is, and then we'll probably from there start preparing to go to that story location which will probably involve doing things like building a sailboat, because it's usually really far away. And then we're also going to have to, armor up, because right now I'm just wearing some wood lamellar, which is okay when fighting like surface drifters and, wolves, as long as you don't have to do a whole lot of fighting. But we're going to want some probably tin bronze or even iron armor as we go to that first story location. But that'll all come up in the next episode as we start working towards that goal. And thank you all for just chilling with me while I worked on the house some. We still have more to do, but we'll deal with that later. And thank you all for joining me. This has been Thal McRom, playing Vintage Story, and just doing some chilling and building in our Vintage Story vanilla playthrough. And if you like this content, make sure to subscribe so you can be notified when I'm doing these streams or when my new episodes come out. And if you really want to support the channel, feel free to join the Patreon. All my Patreons get their names added to the credits of my videos, as well as access to a private Discord. So, thank you all for joining me, and you all have a great one.